All right, guys, currently the middle of the night. We're gonna go load the Supra up. Unfortunately, because it's automatic, we have to start the car because there's literally no way to put it in neutral. Yeah, we gotta misfire it up onto the trailer. This is a one time where having a manual Supra would have came in handy, but also I really expect to blow your motor up. So this might make a lot of people mad, but the ZF8 Auto is a faster transmission than the 6-speed. For drag racing, I'm sorry. Just gonna put that out there.
Try not to be loud, bro. Wow. Ethan's came out so quiet. Oh my god. Are you serious? Really? We're gonna have to use the jump pack on the Supra?
No, I think it needs to have
the coil's plugged in.
Oh.
I think it's a battery issue, or just keep trying. Okay, go for it. A little bit of throttle.
Where does it want ground?
What year is this car?
2020, so it's pretty old, you know. It's one of my oldest cars.
The cars that jump pack has shared with this is kind of ridiculous. Oh, hell nah. Fried the jump pack. Bruh.
Got it. Yep.
How did we get here?
I don't know, man. got the fake M helping out the real M.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, which one of these dudes is running right now? Oh my god, look at there's like a dying thing on my front bumper.
Where?
Oh, what the?
What is that?
What the hell? What is that? Alright.
Look at my front end. This is the best chance we have.
Please.
Here, you hold this. I'm gonna give my car some revs. Hold on.
Yo, what is going on, guys? We actually have a sponsor for today's video, and that sponsor is AutoCast. Last time they sent me their wireless CarPlay adapter, and this time they have sent me their wired mirror touch car adapter. All you do is connect this into the USB port in your car, and then connect the other side to your phone. All right, so we got it all plugged in into my phone, and I'm gonna try the wired mirror feature first. All right, here we got the options. So we got the CarPlay. You can either choose to do CarPlay or the iOS mirror feature, and we're gonna try the iOS mirror feature first. All right, guys, so this is a screen mirroring feature. As you can see, I'm watching this dumbass blow up his Mark V Supra on YouTube, so I can play the video. The coil, the plug, there's still oil on the inlet right here. And once you connect to the CarPlay via Bluetooth, you can actually switch between iOS mirror and the CarPlay. You guys can see it's super smooth. It's got a really good refresh rate, and it's touchscreen too. Yeah, thank you so much to AutoCast for sending me this product. If you guys want one for yourself, I'll put the link in the description down below. Anyways, back to the video. All right, guys, we got a spark plug. Let's try this again, round 2. Now with all 6 spark plugs in each cylinder. Guys, last night we were trying to crank it, and we're like, why is it starting on 5 cylinders, you know? And then, so it wasn't starting because none of the coils were plugged in.
There ain't no that way. That's
Well, so that would make sense. So because it wasn't, none of the cylinders had spark, it wouldn't start. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. So
Oh man, that's up there.
that's
That's one of the big ones.
That's pretty good.
well, you know, you win some, you lose some. So hopefully it'll start up now.
$30 spark plug, right? Necessary.
Huh?
You definitely didn't need that $30 spark plug.
Well, it doesn't hurt to.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, guys, let's just get on with our day.
You think it'll start?
Probably not, dude.
All right, well, let's get on to the trailer. All right, guys, so we got the half-running Supra on the trailer.
Hey, 5 5/6 running Supra.
5.6, my bad. Last night it was 0 out of 6, so we got it up to 5 out of 6 today. Yeah, the greatest thing about this car, honestly, is being able to air up because it made it literally so easy to get on the trailer. I can literally roll over. I'm gonna look at a little goofy. I'm gonna lose some aura on the way down to Southern California when we're trailering it down, but it's okay, you know. Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices in order to make it safely on the trailer and not blow up your carbon fiber front lip that's low-key already cracked. All right, guys, we're now in a Toyota, an older Toyota, 2016, towing a 2020 Mark V Supra with a quarter of the miles. So it's, you know, we're going back to LA. Last time Ethan said, you know, we drove that low mileage Supra victoriously up the I-5, no problems. And now we're going back down the same route on a U-Haul trailer, so shit happens. All right, guys, we made it to the gas station with 9 miles left in the truck, so we got to fill it up so we can hopefully make it down in one tank. Look at this guy. Thinks he's got a more expensive payload than us. Got a Mark V Supra on the back, man. What is that? Is that a Huracan?
I think it's a Ferrari. Yeah.
You should scream and ask what's the retail on one of those.
That's a sick Ferrari. Wow, that's a
Base
glittery.
model?
Yeah, probably. I think it's a California.
What does STO mean? Base model.
Base model.
Yeah. Couldn't afford the next model. Yeah. I got the 3-liter premium back here. I got the top trim for my car, so.
Super duper ordinary. That's what it's called. That's what it stands for.
Had to make a quick stop in a not so legal parking zone, but you know, it's literally a drive-through only, and we're not driving the trailer through the drive-through. Oh my God, is that it's a Supra! Yo! We're gonna try to, we're gonna try to catch up though. Think we can steal that motor real quick? Or?
I think he'd mind. This one's
I don't think he'd mind.
This one's probably low mileage than him.
This one does have low miles, so
Trade him.
we get straight trade?
Yeah.
Guys, we might be at the right place. I don't know though. But
probably.
yeah,
Look over there.
it's probably. Dude, that Supra guy. He's on jack stands. Oh look, an M3, right there. Huh?
What?
M340, same thing. Yeah. Alright guys, Ethan's moving the trailer because right now I'm parked over there, but I low-key, even though my motor's misfiring, want to park it next to the Liberty Walk Supra. Ooh. That's why I aired out, guys, so I don't end up, you know, like that guy. Oh. Ooh. Dang.
Yeah.
Does this have the same diff as a Supra?
Huh, I peeled that off personally.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Pain in the ass to take apart, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Do these have the same
What?
diff as the Supra?
Yes.
Oh, I was wrong.
Wow.
This is your valve cover?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a 6870?
6870, yeah, next gen.
Ooh.
With a brand new tie-in short block, CP piston, H-beam rods, OEM crank, has the XS Firelock cut ring head gasket, the same one that you're getting. Completely stock head, just new Vanos hardware. It had a pretty catastrophic failure. I actually have the block over here.
CF82, right?
Yeah. That's the same exact Super Trend.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is his block actually.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the second time I've had a car come back to me with the second owner. This was the first guy when he bought the car a few months later, he ended up racing with somebody on his way back home from a vacation, and the car was low on oil, and that was this one.
That looks
yeah.
very catastrophic.
Yeah, and then this one was crazy enough, just driving down the street out of nowhere, just literally just driving, and then just all we heard was pop, 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 and then fucking smoke, and it just.
Why do you think that was?
The rods were bent.
From,
The
from
rods
more
were
boost.
bent. Like you could see, this car made 9. When Mikey came,
Oh, it's from that car?
Yeah, when Mikey
Oh, wow.
came 10 months ago, the car made 936 on the dyno.
Holy cow! On
and
a
it
stock
had,
engine.
Yeah, and it had that for like 6-7 months.
Mine only lasted a day.
and-
It's got a little bit of oil, a lot of bit of oil everywhere. So the that push lock ring blew up and flew off once the
This ejected.
yeah, because
no shit.
I think the blow by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, so this shot up. It like broke this, or like it lost one of the set screws.
And it shot
It
everywhere.
whacked the hood and like whacked down this way, and shot oil in everywhere.
Blew the piston rings. Ooh.
So you see the back here?
Uh-huh.
You see how small that block is on that CSF cooler?
Yeah.
On the back there. And so this is actually what it looks like now. This is a Race X, obviously. This is the one off my car.
So this is a new one.
Yeah, but this is how the block looks on the current CSF radiators.
Gotcha.
Intake manifolds.
Mhm.
So on the intake manifold of even the regular one, like you have on your car, it's cut off right here, so that blockage doesn't add for flow, like free flowing of amount of coolant. So when you get to that high horsepower where the coolant starts flowing very, very rapidly, and you don't have one of the newer ones, it kinks, and that's what causes the expansion and the blow up
And
inside
then it breaks,
the manifold.
yeah. And then you
exactly.
suck in a bunch of parts.
Yep.
And then we're back at square one with no motor.
Exactly.
And then we're back at the shop.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is something to think about, or something to, just so
Upgrade
here.
to the race manifold.
Exactly. Either
I have the Gen 1 billet manifold.
race or the newer version of the Gen.
Of the billet one. I see.
Exactly.
Ooh, here are the parts, guys. All right, guys, and we're out of here. Yeah, goodbye. It's going back to the same spot it was built 2 times before, so it's in, yeah. Really, we were just chopping up for like an hour.
Super cool guy.
Super chill guy, like stand-up guy, like super nice. All right, guys, we're dropping off the U-Haul now. That was said to be. They said it's in the hood, but
We live in San Jose.
yeah. The finesse. I'm so bad with trailers, guys. Ethan's done it way more than me. That's why I'm not driving right now. What's going on, guys? It is the next day or 2, maybe 3. But yeah, basically I'm gonna be going over kind of the plans for the Mark V Supra now that it's been dropped off. I'm back home, and while I'm washing my R32, my last car standing. But sure, a lot of you are wondering like what's gonna happen to the car. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go over what me and Serg have planned for the car over the next month or 2. He said as long as the block's good, it should be in and out within like 30 to 40 days. So it's a very, very quick turnaround time. But yeah, let's get to washing. All right, guys, well, I wiped this thing down. Oh, that's my bad, man. Anyways, we made it successfully down to Southern California with no issues. I think the easiest part was loading it on because it still, 1, sort of ran, and 2, it was on air. So usually, like with U-Haul trailers, we have to get a bunch of like platforms and like wood planks in order to get our low cars on, but because I was on air, I was able to like air it up and just drive straight on, like head on, no angle. So that was really easy. As far as like the build, I think I could have went one of 2 ways. Either spent a good amount of money and gotten a brand new B58 blocker rebuilt mine with OEM pistons, rods, and all the stuff, right? Which would end up costing me probably around, I think the quote was like $10,000. Or I could take apart the block and put a forged bottom end in and kind of build the head, spend a little bit more money and have it come back better than it was before, be able to make a little bit more power, at least hold the power it was making, but not blow up, you know what I'm saying? So I went with the latter. I went with building the block because, one, I wanted it to be future proof. Two, you know, I really like the power level it was at, and you know, I want to keep it there and have it be like reliable, you know. It's not reliable, but like, you know, more stable, not pushing the block to its absolute limits, and potentially blowing up again, which honestly I've seen happen a lot. So I wouldn't want to, you know, put the stock block back in and then have it at the same power level again and just go through the same process.
It doesn't matter.
Dude, my paint, okay, one thing, my paint was really nice, but then I hit it, and then it's also been like,
Oh God.
pooped on.
So many people are gonna comment about you doing that.
What? No one play me in the comments. I've never had nice paint before. Yeah, you know, that's basically like my plans, and hope you guys can rock with it, because I really do love the car. Honestly, for the 3 months I drove it, it was so much fun, and it was so comfortable. It was like, had AC, it like started up every time, and it just, even though it was automatic, it was a lot of fun. So, yo, what is going on, guys? Made it at the end of the video. Thank you so much. In the previous clip, I kind of summarized what my plans were, so I don't really have an outro, but I'm hoping in like a month or two we can get the Supra back and we can go for some good roll races, you know, on the highway, because yeah, it'll be a good bit of fun as a daily and a highway monster. I don't think it'll be really good on the back roads, but that's not what I'm building it for. It's going to be a good daily / drag car. I'd like to take it to the local strip here at Sonoma Raceway. They have a 1/4 mile drag strip there, so hopefully I can take it there in the summer. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.